The following episode features the intentional consumption of expired food items by consenting adults. These actions are performed for entertainment purposes only and should not be attempted at home. The host, producers, and guests of the show assume no responsibility for any consequences resulting from similar behavior by viewers and listeners. Consult a medical professional before consuming any questionable or expired food products. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Ryan Ossege, welcome to our pilot episode of the Pantry Pirates podcast.
Pete, it's good to be here.
Glad to have you. Ryan, for those of you that are watching and listening, Ryan and I are old friends. I met him back in 1999 when I moved to Bowling Green, Kentucky. We've been off and on buddies, but buddies ever since.
Those things are true. Yes.
I would like to give you a gift for appearing.
All right. I like gifts.
Nice. So this is our very own blend of oils and tinctures. This is our signature scent, PP Fresh for Pantry Pirates. Not referring to where you should spray it on your body, but PP for Pantry Pirate.
Okay.
Give you a little whiff of that. Later on, I've got a few other scents that we came up with too, if you want to check them out.
It's not edible. This
is cologne. I would not advise eating it.
I did not know you made your own cologne.
ChatGPT is very helpful in lots of things. It also taught me how to set up video and sound equipment. Highly recommended.
And it does smell fresh. Okay.
That's the idea.
Well, thank you, sir.
Of course. It's got top notes of bergamot, a couple floral notes in the middle, and then leather and sweet tobacco on the base notes.
I don't have a great palate, I guess, for smells, but from the ones that you listed,
not disgusting.
I think I'm picking up on the leather that is coming through.
Nice.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for that.
Of course, man. Enjoy. Come back, and when you get it empty, I'll fill it back up for you.
Okay. What are the other scents? So there's fresh. What else is over there?
Funny you ask. So I've also got a slightly muskier blend that I call Crisp Elephant. That's the daytime formula. There's a night formulation as well, which I haven't mixed up yet.
A daytime and nighttime?
Oh, yeah. Daytime for all day wear, nighttime for date night.
Okay.
And then I won't tell you what inspired this, but it's named YOLO Sport.
But you'll tell me after. Off air, you'll tell me.
You can guess.
Okay. Interesting.
Heck yeah. I have not built it yet, but I reserved the domain name of pantrypirates.net. So website and merchandising coming soon. All right, my friend, thank you so much for joining us today. I've asked you to read over the intake form and the legal disclaimer just to make sure you're good with it. If you would, waiver. If you would, if you agree to it, go ahead and sign.
Yes, basically, I have read through it, and I do agree. Although I don't like releasing my ability to sue others, I like to retain that right. I will give it up to be on the show.
Buddy, I take it as a personal favor. I appreciate you. So this is just saying, right now we are not a corporation. We're individual proprietors. So this is saying that if you happen to get sick, you fully understand that we're eating expired food, and the likelihood of you getting sick is not zero, and you accept that risk.
I do accept that risk.
Hey, Colin. My son, Colin, is our producer. He just turned 15, and I'm really proud of him and all he's accomplishing. Colin, if you don't mind to go ahead and read that disclaimer for our audience.
I would love to.
All right.
The following episode features the intentional consumption of expired food items by consenting adults. These actions are performed for entertainment purposes only and should not be attempted at home.
I just realized we've not gotten you a microphone yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to really elevate my voice. So thank you.
Just be safe.
Okay.
Don't pull it.
The host and producers of this show assume no responsibility for any consequences resulting from similar behavior by viewers and listeners. Consult a medical professional before consuming any questionable or expired food products. Viewer and listener discretion discretion is advised.
Very good, son. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Just re-emphasizing. And just in case Colin's audio did not come through, I'm pretty sure I know how to cut it into post-production. We'll see. All right, so let it be known this is not wise. There is risk associated, and we do not recommend you trying this at home. All right, so Ryan.
Yes.
You and I both graduated from Greenwood High School.
Yes.
Then we both went on to attend Western Kentucky University. How you been since then?
I've been good. Life's been good to me. Let's see here. Yeah, I went to Western once, went back, went to Western again. Two trips through Western.
Me too. What a
those
coincidence.
were good times. Turns out the jobs that I wanted, that first year I didn't quite do it. But yeah, I was able to move on from Western. Tried my hand at working for a very large retailer in store. That was a good experience to have had. Glad to have that behind me. On the corporate side now of retail for another large retailer.
Nice. What a coincidence. Me too.
Yeah.
I spent 15 years in a retailer in the grocery industry, total between working directly for that company and a vendor that serviced only that company. I'd seen some fun stories. I had great times and some not so great times.
Yeah, working in retail, you get to meet a lot of people. A lot. Some of those experiences, great. Some of those experiences, not so great.
Absolutely.
But experiences nonetheless.
In my experience, I would say 98% of all customers are awesome. They want to come in, get great service, find what they want, pay for it, and head on out. But those other 2%, man, there's some stories.
Yeah, they got some baggage. They want to share it with you. Want to just let you know about their experiences and journeys.
For sure. Never boring. So, do you have any all-time favorite podcast episodes from any cast at all?
Let me see. I guess I've ingested a lot of podcasts recently over the last couple years. There's several areas I will listen to. I like a lot of technology podcasts. What is it? Yeah, technology podcasts. Lex Friedman, I like that. He's interesting to listen to.
He's a smart guy.
He is. It's long form to the extreme. Right. I like it. He'll go very far into topics. That's interesting. I'm starting to warm up to him more recently.
Nice. I think he starts out as a little dry just because of his own speech patterns, but yeah, he's a very nuanced, intuitive dude.
Yeah.
My favorite episode of his was the second one he did with Paul Rosalie, where he actually went down to South America and did it out of the jungle.
And I've not heard that one.
You gotta check it out. It's awesome.
I've seen several or heard several of his moderating debates. I've opposing views on it and moderate those events or those debates live. Those are interesting.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I definitely agree. He does have a kind of a dry approach, but it's a good contrast. There's a lot of people who I don't know. It's a good mix. It's a good mix.
For sure.
We need to hear that dry perspective. I can appreciate a dry perspective.
Plus, you get world leaders, a little bit of technology.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite episode of any podcast was the first time Elon Musk was on Rogan.
I like that. Oh, the first time. Yes. I think he learned valuable lessons that first time.
We all may have learned a lesson that day.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. He's an interesting character.
For sure. Any of those hosts, by the way, I would be more than happy to have on the Pantry Pirates podcast. Shout out to the JRE. Shout out to the Lex Friedman podcast. Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Elon. He doesn't know we're buddies yet, but I hope we are one day.
So today you're starting a queue for these people to get in.
You never know.
That's good. I'm sure you'll fill that queue up. Yes.
I mean, after having a guest of your caliber on, I feel like Joe Rogan is the natural next step.
He's the obvious second. You're right. Yes.
All right. Also, this past weekend, Theo Vaughn's podcast, he had Jordan B. Peterson on, episode 110. That was really revealing.
Not seen that one. I do like Theo Vaughn though. He provides a simple man's perspective. I like
Sure.
that. I mean, there needs to be more of that. People who are not afraid to be raw and unpolished.
Maybe-
He's very unpolished, and I appreciate that.
Share their own opinions without
Yeah.
feeling like they're going to be canceled.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I believe in honesty as much as possible. Sometimes, like, hypotheticals, like if somebody was holding your family hostage and you had to use deception to free them, like, I get that. But as much as possible in my life, I try to be honest.
And his perspective is very relatable.
For sure.
Very relatable. Not everyone has time to be very informed in everything, and I guess he fits that description. But he tries hard. I can tell there's an honest effort to provide a good perspective, and he does that well.
Absolutely.
It's funny. Yeah, it doesn't hurt that he's very funny. That's very helpful.
That's true.
like that.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Him, I think Mark Norman is probably the number one, though, as far as one-liners.
Mark Norman's good.
He gets it just right.
Stavros Holt. I'm saying it wrong.
Halikas? Yeah, he's
That
funny,
guy,
too.
That guy's hilarious. He's hilarious. I always look forward to him being on anything, anytime. His crowd work is outstanding. I saw him. My wife got me or us tickets to see him for, was it a birthday or anniversary? Probably should know. One of the two. Anniversary. And it was very good. It's very funny. His crowd work's outstanding.
Nice.
I would not want to sit directly in front of him at any performance because you're going to get blasted.
For sure.
You're going to get the wrath.
Did you have something to say? I saw you raising your hand up. Cool. If you do, just shout it out. All right. Do we want to get to the main event?
We can, yes.
So, I have for you a very special item. Southern City Flavors Pickled Asparagus.
Okay.
This one is recently expired. It expired April 21st of this year, but I think it's going to be extra delicious.
Okay. We'll take a look at this. Now, I don't think asparagus in a can like this, that's not my go-to historically. So, expired or unexpired, this is new for me. I may not be a great judge of if this is as good as similar products that are not expired, but I'm happy to try it.
All right.
All right.
Hopefully it's still at the peak of freshness. What you got for me?
Okay. So what I have is truly a rare treat. This is, let's see here, Orbits, pineapple, banana, cherry, coconut flavored Orbits.
What a mix.
And I'm not sure exactly when I acquired this, but I guess Pete here was nice enough to do some internet research, and it appears as though production started in 98. Was it 98?
I think it ended in 98.
Ended in 98.
It was a mid-90s centered product.
Okay, so this is definitely something that was produced in the 90s, late
Wow.
90s, and I bought it because it looks cool. There's floating
Little
what
bits
we
of
call
goodness.
this? Little bits of goodness. What do they call this?
What color is what flavor, I wonder? Or at this point, does it matter?
It probably doesn't matter. What were you saying was the modern equivalent to this?
Boba tea?
Boba tea, yes.
Oh,
yes,
this
I've
is
had
like OG
tea.
boba. Okay.
And it does look like maybe something that inspired boba tea, or maybe boba tea inspired this product. I'm not
Nice.
sure.
Product
but,
in Canada, so you know it's of the highest quality.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I bought it long ago because it looked cool, and I didn't want to drink it, and I just kept it in my room. In high school, I believe I set it on top of a speaker, and it was just decor. And I've just kept it. I've kept it the whole time. It's made it through moves, and I think, although it is 26, 27 years old, I think half the time it was in a fridge. So I'm not sure if that's better or if that's worse for it to refrigerate it half the time. The time that it wasn't refrigerated, I think it was in a garage.
All right.
Yeah, what better thing to do with it than to bring it on this podcast?
I'm excited. So both the guest and the host are from the last millennium, and the beverages too.
Yes.
Perfect choice. All right, so the next step, we're going to rate these items on overall sketchiness using our own 5 senses. So we've got a sketchiness survey here, which includes our impression of what the item looks like. If we want to, we can touch and feel it, and that's not so much for liquids, but for like solids, like to feel if there's any caking or
Okay.
any unnatural textures that you might want to avoid. Rate it for smell, feel, and then if we choose to finally taste it before we actually consume it.
Okay.
That's an option as well. Each one of these 5 categories is between 0 and 2. If it's a perfect 10, then it's 100% sketchy. If it's 0, then 0%, or
Okay.
somewhere in between. For folks at home, I looked up a little bit of what one might look at if they were trying to evaluate a product for these characteristics. It's interesting to note that, first and foremost, these statements have not been advised or approved by the FDA. This is my own opinion and my own research with the help of AI, including OpenAI's ChatGPT and X's Grok, among others. So there is a big difference between sell by, use by, and best by. Sell by is mainly for story, and it's what stores typically go by with whether or not they can sell a product. However, best by or used by are very different. Best by mainly refers to quality, not specifically safety. And the use by date is explicitly related to safety, especially with perishables, so anything refrigerated or frozen. I would be way more cautious about following a use by date stringently versus a sell by date. Bet you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
I didn't either until I did some research.
And is it the which date is it where they feel like there's a risk the acceptable amount of bacteria exceeds whatever the threat?
That would be the use
probably
by
saying
date.
Okay, that's the use by. I would feel like that would be the more important date.
I would tread most cautiously with the use by.
Yes.
Absolutely. Also, the look, smell, feel rule. This is where that 5 senses idea came in. So basically use common sense. Look at it and make sure there's no mold, no bulging, no separation of product. Those would definitely be warning signs. Dented cans, I would stay away from any kind of cracked glass or cracked plastic packaging where air might have gotten in and promoted growth we're not looking for. Smell, when in doubt, throw it out. If it smells sour, rancid, metallic, or you smell any kind of chemical smell, it's a good idea to steer clear of that product. And then feel, for dry goods, what should be normal is for it to feel dry, smooth, with the same consistency. If you're feeling any dry goods and you feel sliminess, stickiness, grittiness where it shouldn't be, I would steer clear of that as well. As I mentioned, some red flags: bloated or bulging packaging, broken vacuum seals or pop jars, visible mold, except for obviously blue cheese or certain gorgonzola that it's supposed to be moldy on purpose, sour, metallic, or chemical smells, and any kind of fizzing or gas combination or carbonation in intentionally non-carbonated food. So if it shouldn't be fizzing up and it is, that's definitely a sign that there's some kind of activity there.
Makes sense.
All right. Now that being said, why don't you go first?
Okay, so I'm testing this first. Do you mind if I ask you to make a prediction before we get started?
Sure.
Well, not just maybe today, but the lessons you learned throughout this podcast. What products do you feel like you're going to discover have the least amount of risk to eat past their sell-by date?
That's a very good question. I would say dry goods, typically in my experience, and this isn't even from this podcast particularly, but just from my own extreme frugality of my adult life. I would say dry goods typically can go a little bit past the date, from what I've
That makes
seen.
sense.
Anything perishable is going to be immediately suspect if it's out of date. Just depends. If it's under good refrigeration, then I've had yogurt before that is maybe up to a month past the sell-by date that's been sealed.
Ooh.
That's still good. But that's my own.
That would make me nervous.
Right.
Yogurt would make me nervous.
But it's already cultured.
That's true.
If it was an uncultured product where something could move in and do damage, that's one thing. But because yogurt is already cultured, I'm thinking those beneficial beasties will provide a little bit of protection under refrigeration. Believe it or not, I've heard that there are some Greek yogurt cultures, like in Greece, that are hundreds of years old. Like the original yogurt culture from a few hundred years ago, they're still saving a few spoonfuls of that and starting a new batch multiple times a week out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have incubated my own yogurt before, and for my own consumption and my family's consumption. It's not as hard a process as people think. Really, just sanitation is the most important thing. Getting rid of any kind of bacteria or germs that you don't want to culture. Yeah, I've done that. I've made my own kimchi. That turned out really good. Obviously, I was into winemaking back in the day
Yeah.
too. I made some Dargo blackberry wine.
Okay.
So, I'm somewhat familiar with wee beasties.
Okay. Yeah, I've had a zero experience making my own food. Absolute zero. Okay. So we're gonna give this a whirl. Just crack it open.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
The
So
lid
I would.
was firmly attached. This was
Nice.
a very sealed product. Very sealed product.
1 second. Hey, Colin. I've got a couple more sheets on the top of a stack in the office that look just like that. Could you go grab 2 more?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. My intention was for us to each have 2 sheets. One so we can both evaluate your product, and then one so we can both evaluate mine. But
Okay.
I only gave us one of each. So.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead. Please continue.
All right. C. Now, should I take it out of the container first?
Up to you, buddy.
Paper towel. Here we go.
Here you go.
All right. Oh, you might need one as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's take a look here. All right.
I'm gonna get one of these bad boys out myself. Thanks,
Question
dude.
one is
Could you
C.
grab us 2 little plates too? Yeah. I should have thought about that.
Okay, so for C, I don't have a great baseline here. I'm not a canned asparagus consumer or buyer. I don't have a lot to compare it to, but I would say that this looks good. I'm going to say this looks good. So for a C, I'm going to give it the looks good.
I agree.
For touch, again,
Thank you, young sir.
I'm just. Well, what was the life of the product? Is this like something that is good for 2 years, but it has just expired? Is this something good for a decade and it just expired, or
I
it's
don't
like a 3-month shelf life and it's
I don't
expired?
recall exactly how long ago it was purchased. I would say within the past 3 years.
Okay.
So it's not supposed to last like through the next ice age.
Okay.
Somewhat perishable.
Yeah, I would think this would be something. If you agree with me, I'm just making this up. But I would think this would be something that would be good for 2 or 3 years of shelf life. Does that feel directionally right?
3 years sounds like a good ballpark to me
Okay.
if it's properly sealed. Which, as far as I can tell, this still was. I didn't ask you to snap the seal, but it was indeed sealed.
Okay. Your read of the shelf life date is April 21st of this year. That's your read of. It's a little hard to read.
Yeah, a little bit.
April.
Yeah, best by APR 21-2025.
Okay, so this is just mildly past its date, and it had a shelf life of 3 years. Okay, I got it. Touch.
All right, let's
feels
touch the
legit.
product.
Yeah,
It's still slightly firm for a canned product. I'm impressed. It's not limp at all. I think this one's got some life in it yet.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm
From
gonna
a
go
seeing touch
with.
standpoint.
I'm gonna go with looks good.
All right.
Smell.
I apologize if I gave you one that's too easy.
Well, I'm not really a fan of the smell, but
I'm getting
I don't-
some of the pickling.
yeah, picking up on the pickling. But I'm gonna say that it's probably very comparable to what the product normally smells like. I'm gonna go with looks good. Although,
agree.
Although it is not,
Not super appealing.
it's not really appealing. No, I'm not the core. What is this? Pickled asparagus customer. I'm not that person.
Not on
feel-
your weekly shopping list?
No. I've never had it out of the can like this.
I'm going to agree. So, as far as the smell goes, I do notice a vinegary tang and a sweetness, but I would be led to believe that both of those are intentional ingredients and not some kind of post-production fermentation going on.
Agreed. Let's see here. Feel. Just gonna have to go with that. I think this probably feels very much like it did when it was originally made.
This feels like a cold, dead finger, which is what asparagus should feel like.
Yes. I think I'm gonna go with looks good.
All right. Dude, I apologize, man. I'm making this too easy. All right. Do you want to proceed to the taste?
I will.
All right.
I will. Just once again, normally this probably is an item I would pass on, but hey, I didn't come here to pass.
Good to know. My son is making a cringy face as I'm licking the asparagus.
No, I can
Oh, it's the
For all you
sounds?
listeners.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
can hear the lick, like,
Yeah.
Ryan, you're a brave soul. So, my apologies for not explaining. With the taste portion, I didn't intend for you to eat any. That's okay that you did. That's better than
Well,
okay.
I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with this product.
All right.
Yeah. It's
Tastes good to me, too.
yeah. I'm not worried for my safety. I think this is going to be okay. The taste is not maybe personally. It's fine. It's fine. I think I'm going to continue not being a core customer for pickled asparagus.
Good to know.
But I feel like, for whatever my feeling is worth, I feel like this is a safe product at this point.
Sounds good.
That's my personal opinion. Yeah.
Great. Sounds good. I'll give you those day after review guidelines, but if you don't mind, make me just a short video tomorrow.
Yeah.
With any kind of
Yeah.
gastric adventures or other sort of phenomenon you may have experienced.
Okay.
Appreciate
I
it.
would be happy to report back.
And I'll be happy with my limited video knowledge to try to cut it into post production at the end of the video. We'll see.
Yeah. So I think I ate maybe the top inch off of this pickled asparagus rod, and I don't know. I feel like I've had enough.
All right. Little dabble, do you?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now let's move on to the main event.
All right.
You brought me something truly special, my friend. Orbit's
It is unique.
natural fruit flavored beverage. Flavored, O-U-R-E-D. You can tell it's made in a country that really appreciates
Sophistication.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say French language, but one and the same. Des fruits naturels, 300 milliliters.
And there's no what's this, like, nutritional guide on here. It doesn't even tell you how many calories
That's exciting.
you're about to consume. It might have been before those regulations were established.
The second, at least in Canada, the second and third ingredients are glucose and fructose. Typically, folks, in case y'all didn't know, when you look at the ingredient list of a product, the closer to the top of that list the item is, the more percentage generally of that item, that ingredient is in the product. So if you see like water as a first ingredient here, it's water-based product. But then right after that are glucose and fructose. So fruit sugar and glucose, I think, is simple sugar. I'm sorry, I'm not a scientist, but oh yeah, good. My son who just had biology is confirming glucose is simple sugar.
yeah.
Nice. Do you want to go through the Krebs cycle for us?
Oh, I would love to, but I don't.
I'm fascinated by ATP synthesis
Oh,
myself.
I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, we'll save that for another episode. Sodium citrate, which is, I believe, a preservative. Thank goodness. So it is not preservative free. I have a chance and not getting sick. All right. Natural flavor, xanthan gum, and color with an OUR. All right, let's crack this bad boy open. You good with this? It's an antique product at this time.
I'm okay with it. Yes. I held on to it for years. I just never knew, what am I going to do with this thing?
I feel like
am I going to give it to my son? Am I going to pass? It's not a family heirloom. There's no better place to open this than right here, right now.
Ryan, I'm touched. I really appreciate you bringing in such a special item today.
Yes.
It kind of has a lava lamp quality to it with the shape of the bottle.
It does.
And then all you do is just a little bit of mechanical motion, and those particles, they really get up there.
The first maybe 5 years I had it, the beads or whatever, the floating bits of gum.
The flavor crystals?
Flavor crystals. We'll call them flavor crystals. Would not go to the bottom. They would always remain kind of suspended. But somewhere after 5 years, they would naturally float to the bottom if left undisturbed for a couple hours or a day.
I feel like somebody could write a scientific paper on that phenomenon. Somebody with more scientific knowledge than me. Okay, let's crack it open. No immediate fizzing. We don't have any smoke coming out. That's a good sign.
Any mold on the cap? The inside of the cap?
Good question. No mold. I do see there's a very special message of defy gravity.
That is interesting. I did not expect to see that.
Me neither. All right, so look. I like the sepia tone color. It looks very antique.
It originally was clear. It was a clear product at one point in time.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and say somewhat sus for...
That is fair. That is
the visual aspect.
That is completely fair, yes.
Oh, and if... Cool, you got that. I'm going to... For the first survey, I'm just going to put on there asparagus so we can tell what we were reviewing. And then if you don't mind to add the total sketchiness at the bottom. I think it was 0% for the first item.
Yes.
So this one already slightly more sketchy than...
Should I be rating the orbits as well?
If you would, yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping that we'll each rate each product. And that way we'll see who was closer to being dead wrong and point and laugh at each other later.
And this was my... is this a tomorrow review? Or
oh, no, sorry. I'll get you another sheet for that.
Now?
Yeah.
Orbits
so
now?
one sheet for the asparagus now, and then the other sheet for orbits now.
Okay.
Clearly
Gotcha.
I did a great job explaining it.
Okay.
Not...
Okay. I am going to go with completely suspect.
All right.
For C.
I don't blame you.
It is...
It's a little funk.
Yeah. I do remember it being clear. This was definitely originally a clear product.
All right. So the first category, we're between 10 and 20% sketchy already. I like it. It's no fun when we rate it the same thing all the time, right?
Correct.
So it's good to have some variation. All right. I am the host. Oh, why did I check guest for yours? Host. Okay. Next category is touch. With it being a liquid, you hope that it will feel wet. And we did wash and sanitize our hands before this, by the way, so we're not introducing any new gross stuff.
I did not.
Oh.
I did not sanitize my hands. I was not aware of that step.
My fault. I should have told you about that stuff. I washed and
should have.
sanitized my hands. You know what? I trust you. If you wanna touch it or not touch it.
I did want to taste it. What was your thought? We would put this in a cup, or just dispense some of it in a cup?
Sure. We don't want to swap spit. That makes sense. Hey, Colin, could you get us a couple similar cups? Hey, you know those little 5-ounce juice glasses that are in the top of the cabinet? The little glasses you always tried to put back in the bar?
Yeah.
If you'll grab 2 of those bad boys, that will work. Thank you for helping me figure out the format in our first episode.
Hey, no problem.
I welcome the advice. All right, so touch. I don't notice immediately any weird viscosity or no burning sensation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with looks good for touch.
Okay. I'll wait till I get that cup.
No rush. That's probably for the best for us to not dip our fingers in the items.
There's different approaches. I don't want to come over here and tell you what to do.
Thank you, son. Shout out to my man Colin, my producer, Colin Franklin.
I should have.
Oh yeah,
I
some bits.
I got no
if
bits.
You want to get some bits.
Okay.
I didn't think about touching the bits.
Touch. It is liquidy.
Without the bits, it would just be ore.
It looks.
Get a good sample there.
Yeah, on touch, I'm gonna go. Looks good. It is a liquid. It feels like a liquid. I'm getting a lot of liquid vibes here from touch.
I'm not supposed to smell it yet. Oh, let me get a bit. What kind of bits are these?
There we go.
Hopefully not kibbles and bits.
Well, I want to get a bit now too.
The bits dissolve surprisingly quickly in your hand. It's almost like a gel or a lotion.
Yeah.
I wonder.
These bits.
That's pretty moisturizing. I would use it. Feels good on the skin.
The bits. Yeah, they feel odd. I don't know what a bit should feel like.
Hopefully some kind of fruit derived.
I would think it would feel different
item.
than this.
All right, so maybe some sketchiness on the on the touch.
Yeah, now that I've poured more of the orbits into my glass and got some of the bits and got to inspect the bits, I'm going to change my touch score to somewhat suspect.
Me too. I'm gonna revise
somewhat
to
suspect.
10% added sketchiness.
Maybe a weird blend between my touch, mucusy and wet sand. No, it's not firm like wet sand. Maybe chunky mucusy.
Yeah.
Chunky Yeah, I feel like that's close. That's
definitely
a fair way to
reminiscent of some sort of effluvium.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yes. Yeah, something that
Feels
you're
like
horribly ill.
Feels like it could have come out of somebody's nose.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah, someone who's not feeling well. Yeah, some sort of respiratory problem.
All
yeah.
right. Now let's go ahead and evaluate on smell.
Okay.
Not completely unpleasant.
It does smell like a fruity drink, not fruity drink, but
I get some kind of
sugary drink.
No, I'm trying to go just up to the edge of that and get a really good sample. I think I detect a faint mustiness, which is why I was trying to get really deep in there. It's almost like an almondy, like amaretto-ish, but then it finishes a little bit dank.
And after doing a quick search, I did see that Orbits did used to be clear. The drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate you confirming that. Hey, so can I say look that up for me, Colin? Just like Joe and Jamie? All right. I like it. Broadening skill set.
I don't have as refined a palate as you. I don't have the words. But the smell alone is not a red flag to me.
I'm going to go in the opposite. With that little bit of mustiness, I'm going to say completely sus. Don't let me change your answer.
Okay.
Please be independent of my evaluation.
I'm sticking firm with the looks okay from a smell perspective. The smell is not a red flag to me.
Isn't that funny that touch was more of a red flag for you and then smell for me? Like same product.
Yeah. Different
evaluation. I like that.
If it wasn't for inspecting the what was the word we were using to describe these little bits of flavor that
Effluvium?
No, but the balls themselves. What kind of word that we like?
Boba-esque.
Boba-esque. Yeah, the boba-esque nodules. Those threw me off. Those definitely threw me off. Yeah.
But I feel like that's probably part of the draw originally.
Yeah.
They're what orbit the liquid.
Now this next one, feel. How's touch and feel different?
It's not. I got two senses there once. I guess that word change feel. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay.
Change feel to hear.
Hear. Okay.
Yeah, that's the sense I wasn't thinking of. Probably because I have monitor headphones on. But so what I was intending for this part is we listen to the product, and if you hear any more like action you weren't expecting or any kind of sound.
Gotcha. Like you were saying, if it isn't supposed to fizz and yet it is fizzing, that is a red flag, or could be a red flag.
Sounds like the ocean. It's good to me.
Yeah, I'm not picking up on any chemical reactions here. I'm going to say that here is also not a red flag to me.
All right.
I'm going with looks good.
Now the final category.
All
Taste.
right.
Are you bold enough?
Yes, I am going to taste this. Man. Yeah.
Now keep in mind, since this is a product I'm sampling, you do not have to swallow. You
Okay.
can just like dip your tongue in if you want to.
Yeah.
Ooh. That tastes like the 90s.
Oh, what could that possibly mean?
So much. I wish I could share it with you some, but you'll never know unless you invent a time machine.
It's not.
In which case, take me with you.
It's only one person. That's why you never come with.
Darn.
It's not immediately terrible.
I definitely detect something unexpected. That could be the passion fruit.
I think I pick up on yes. If I were to slap a flavor on this, just based off the 2 tiny sips I've had, it would be passion fruit. Was that the original one? That wasn't the original flavor, but I would say it's passion fruit.
I think that's among
Now.
the bouquet. What is it? Oh, pineapple. You're right. Pineapple, banana. I gotta get in the light. Cherry and coconut. Okay, so passion fruit was not intended to be part of that flavor,
Yeah.
and yet it's there. Maybe if the pineapple and the cherry had a little love child, it would be passion fruit. Born out of passion.
It tastes incredibly flat. Now it's not a carbonated beverage, so
That's what we're looking for.
But it's not bad. I don't know.
I don't detect much funk.
This isn't harsh.
I'm gonna give it a 1 for somewhat sus on taste.
Yeah.
Just because it's not quite at the peak of freshness, being from the last millennium.
Yes. Yeah.
So that brings my final score on Orbit's beverage to 40% suspect and sketchy.
So what is it? 4 out of 10. Yeah,
Out of
40%.
10, yeah. I tried to keep it simple math.
Yeah, 40%.
So we both got to 40%, but in different categories.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, my friend, the moment of truth. By the way, we do have airsick bags in case we need them.
Yeah.
I'm hoping not to.
I think I'm happy with the taste. I don't know if I want to consume.
I will not force you to consume it.
Okay. Is that the path you're going down?
Oh, I'm gonna take a sip of this bad boy.
Okay. Well, I had a couple sips. I think it'll be okay to have some sips.
Think I should chug it?
Oh.
That's
Did either of you
that's
try
your journey.
How far down that rabbit hole should we go? 5 ounces? 4.5 ounces?
Did either of you try the little like gel boba?
Not yet, my friend. Planning on doing it now. All right, before I do this, dear Heavenly Father, I fully admit that this is not a wise decision. However, I feel like you've put the idea for this podcast into my mind, so I'm going to follow where it takes me. Lord, if I end up puking in the middle of the night, I ask that you maybe hold my hair back and just pat me on the shoulder. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh Lord.
Oh, that's
wow. For those of you just listening, that was triple shot, maybe? Double?
You can call it a triple. It was about
It's probably
about 4.5
good-
out of a 5-ounce glass.
Yeah, it was definitely a good double shot or a weak triple shot. There were the nodules in there. That was the full experience. Pete
Every
had
flavor.
the full experience.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. I'm trying another little sip.
Oh, don't let me pressure you.
No.
Zero peer pressure involved. I'm gonna take me a nibble on this little asparagus rod.
I mean, it's really. I went back for a third tasting, and it is surprisingly not bad. Surprisingly, it definitely tastes like a sugary drink, which it at one time definitely was.
Thank goodness
still
for that
is.
sodium citrate to help preserve a little bit of freshness.
Yeah. Yes.
Even though mine is only 3 months out of date, today is July 13th, 2025, by the way, so for posterity. Even though mine's only 3 months out of date, it tastes funkier than the Orbits.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think at its best, Orbits in the 90s was probably a more enjoyable experience than the asparagus, at least to me.
Guaranteed.
Would be.
Oh, no, in the peak of freshness, there's no question.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that this thing is more than 25 years old, and I feel like it's still drinkable.
I think you're right. Someone could get it down. Are there potential risks, repercussions? We will find out.
We'll see.
But if it's just, is this drinkable? Can someone get this down reasonably? Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Yes. Someone can drink that down. It is palatable on flavor alone. Just the flavor alone, it is palatable.
And consumable, too.
Yes.
Nice. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Once again, there was just, I'd had this thing for so long, I couldn't just throw it out. That would be an injustice to all of I brought it through so many moves. I packed this thing up, unpacked it, set it up. Many spots in my younger years, it was on display, and this is fitting. I'm glad I was able to end this journey on this note and give the Orbits a chance to be experienced. And it was surprisingly okay.
Awesome. Speaking of things you recently uncovered from back in your youth, I just found my old varsity letters from North Brunswick Township High School in a box a while ago. Shout out to NBTHS. Go Raiders! You don't know about that school?
No,
that was my high school in New Jersey.
Okay.
I went my first 3 years to North Brunswick High School, and then moved down to Bowling Green for my senior year. So
Okay.
good experience at both schools.
Yeah. Go high school.
Jersey,
go Greenwood.
Jersey kids and Kentucky kids party a little differently, but they're both a lot of fun.
I bet they do. But there's a lot of differences.
More field parties in Kentucky, more house parties in Jersey.
Yeah.
Good times all around.
Hello to the Pantry Pirates community. It has been roughly, I think, 48 hours since the sampling of the expired products. And I can say that I feel fine. No adverse effects, no sickness, no ill feeling. Yeah, I feel fine. Thank you.
Hey, this is my day after gut check for Pantry Pirates episode 1. Within the first hour, I experienced a slight headache and a little bit of stomach unease, but I think that was more nerves from drinking something that was more than a quarter century old. Really, the rest of that evening into the next day, I had no nausea, no worries that I was going to have anything coming out the back end that I didn't want to. It all went very smoothly. Thanks for watching.